So how can you naturally increase your glutathione levels? And what exactly is that? And why should you even care? Well, now more than ever, glutathione is becoming more known of how important it is for cleaning out your cellular level, especially with the coronavirus that's going on. But we should be concerned about raising our glutathione levels every day, not just when disease and viruses and unknown is going on. Glutathione is so important that I actually mention it about 27 times in my book. It's critical for immune function and controlling inflammation. And we know that inflammation is behind every disease, especially viruses. And it's a huge antioxidant that gets rid of all disease. And when I do functional medicine testing, there's a few markers that I look at. Vitamin C, which is the precursor to glutathione. And in a previous video, I discuss all about vitamin C, in particular, what it does for the body during virus time, what it does to protect against degenerative diseases, and which vitamin C you want to stay away from because it may actually replicate viruses. So if you haven't watched that, please go back and check that out. It's on my YouTube channel. So let's get back to glutathione. Instead of just running and getting a supplement of glutathione, because it is really hard to absorb unless it's in a particular format, I want to offer you 9 different ways that you can increase your glutathione levels. So you can actually consume certain foods, and I'm all about healthy living. And if you haven't visited my Instagram page, I put a bunch of foods on there. So you'll see a lot of sulfur-rich foods and foods that will increase glutathione. If you are fighting any type of disease, if you have liver issues, if you just want to detoxify, if you want to reach optimal health, then you always want to look at incorporating certain foods and healthy lifestyle factors to increase your glutathione. So why is this so important is that glutathione actually protects the small airways of the lungs. In order for them to function properly, they need enough glutathione. So our lungs use up 1,000 times more glutathione than any part of the body. So here you have it. If you have asthma, if you have respiratory issues, if you're trying to protect yourself and your lungs, you definitely want to be increasing your glutathione levels. So here are some ways to do that. Number 1, consume sulfur-rich foods. And what is that? Well, yes, garlic and onions, but lots of people have problems with that. So we look to also incorporate broccoli and cauliflower and kale and mustard greens and watercress. Beef and fish and poultry also do offer you some glutathione increase with the sulfur. Just make sure it's grass-fed, grass-finished, organic, as well as low mercury for the fish. So I mentioned before about vitamin C being a precursor to glutathione. So here we can increase our vitamin C foods, right? And to do that, we could look at citrus foods, but also green leafy vegetables have some vitamin C, and vegetables as well. Strawberries, berries are great. Papayas, kiwis, and even bell peppers are some foods that are rich in vitamin C. Remember though, vitamin C is water soluble. So you do have to replenish it. So this is great to start eating your greens and your vegetables and your healthy fruits, as well as making sure you take the right vitamin C supplement. And I discussed that in the previous video. So we want to increase our vitamin C since that is the precursor to glutathione. So hopefully the body could absorb it and break it down and make it work together. And another food element that you want to do is go after foods rich in selenium. This would be my third tip, because selenium and vitamin C, they all work together, right? So what are the foods that are high in selenium? You would look towards your, again, beef and chicken and fish, organ meats, those have to be organic. Brown rice and Brazil nuts are very high in selenium. You don't need many to get the milligrams you need. And you could also supplement, obviously. Again, depending on your medical history, you always want to check with your primary physician if you can start incorporating these foods in supplementation. What about eating foods that are high in glutathione? So again, why not go to the food source, and then if you need supplementation, take supplements. Don't just rely on supplements. Really make it a holistic approach, looking at your food as well as your supplementation and other lifestyle factors that we're going to go into. So we have spinach and avocados and asparagus that are high in glutathione, as well as veal is also high in glutathione. So a lot of these selenium, vitamin C, and the glutathione and the sulfur-rich foods are in the same type of food groups. So that's kind of helpful, right? Because you're getting more than one of your nutrients from the same food. Of course, we have to look at what decreases our glutathione levels. And interesting enough, it's our toxicity level. You know, I have a program called the Look and Feel Great Method, and it's 9 steps to healthy living. The first step talks all about toxins. And you may wonder why. Well, if you are loaded with toxins, it affects your endocrine system, it affects your glutathione levels, it can also affect your weight management, it could also affect your mental health. So look at what you are bringing into your life as far as food and what you put on your body and in your body, and what you're, if you're around chemicals as well. And really try to lower your toxicity level so you don't use up all of your glutathione reserve. And then eat those foods that are going to be helpful as well. So how can we detoxify? Again, on my main website, nancyguberti.com, you can ask for the free detoxification naturally educational video and audio as well. So alpha lipoic acid, lots of people turn to that, but that may not work for everyone. Milk thistle, you can drink some organic yogi teas, medicinal teas that will help you detox. There's actually one called Detox. And eating the sulfur-rich foods and having artichokes, that will also help the body detoxify. Drinking pure water will help you detoxify. Interesting enough, turmeric is also one, a supplement. You could actually make golden milk with it. You know, get almond milk or coconut milk and warm it up and add a teaspoon of organic turmeric. On my Instagram page, I actually show the picture of the brand that they test the turmeric for heavy metals. Because could you imagine taking turmeric and yet you're getting toxins in? You're trying to eliminate toxins, but you're putting it in because of possibly the brand. So we want to focus on the toxicity. Now let's talk about some lifestyle factors. Getting enough sleep is essential for overall health, but it's essential for the detoxification levels. And there has been studies that show if you are lacking sleep, it will decrease and deplete your glutathione levels. So here we have to look at healthy lifestyle factors of, you know, not eating 2 hours before bedtime, getting away from the blue light, the phone, social media, TV, negative thoughts, and possibly reading instead a motivational passage or book that you have, or listening to meditation. because meditation is one of the lifestyle factors that actually increases glutathione. So we have to look at sleep, and if you're having problems with sleep, we have to look at ways to nourish our bodies in a way that we can actually relax our minds and get to sleep. Exercising regularly also can help glutathione, but I want to make sure that you don't overdo it, because when you overdo your exercise regimen and you're doing strenuous exercise, you actually raise your free radicals and deplete your glutathione. So go with, some exercise, perhaps gentle yoga or some jogging, walking, getting outdoors, because that's going to be important to increase the antioxidant levels, including your glutathione. Just don't overdo it, because I have seen individuals that have adrenal issues that when they have strenuous exercise, it really depletes their vitamin C, their B6, and their glutathione levels. So let's talk about meditation. Meditation actually increases glutathione. Studies show that it increased 20% glutathione in individuals who practice meditation. So this is something, that you can incorporate with yoga, or you can do at nighttime to help you get to that restful sleep. Now, another tip, number 8, would be avoiding too much alcohol. If you could avoid it at all costs, fantastic. If you can't avoid it, I would always advise going with an organic alcoholic beverage, because then it's going to be less toxic. But research shows that 80 to 90% decrease in lung glutathione levels for individuals who are having alcohol. And then last but not least, get tested. How do you know your glutathione levels? How do you know your vitamin C levels? This is the time more than ever to be proactive instead of reactive. Get a functional medicine organic acid test that will show you your vitamin C, your B6, your GI health, your adrenal health, your neurotransmitters. Are you absorbing fats? Most importantly, detoxifying, and glutathione levels. So important. If you ever have any questions about that, shoot over an email and call my office, and we'll help you navigate through that. But just to recap, diseases associated with glutathione depletion are neurodegenerative, so your Alzheimer's, your Parkinson's, even autism-related disorders, your asthma, your respiratory, immune systems, autoimmune disease, cardiovascular, cancers, age-related diseases like learning impairment, and even eyesight with degenerative, liver disease, the aging process itself, and then the critical role. So why is it so important? Well, it helps. It has a direct chemical neutralization of oxygen and of these free radicals. So it's going to help protect your cells. It's very important with the coronavirus. It's also antioxidant enzymes. It will boost. It helps with vitamin C, regenerating it, and vitamin E as well. And then phase 1 liver detoxification of chemical toxins. You need glutathione to do that, as well as phase 2. There are 7 liver phase 2 reactions that need glutathione. And then getting mercury out of our cells and our brains, as well as really the cellular health, and when the cell dies, to get it removed so it doesn't accumulate. All of this, glutathione is needed, and it's vital to mitochondrial functioning and the maintenance of our mitochondrial and DNA. So glutathione is something that I would highly recommend you looking into. If you found this beneficial, please do like it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I have a total wellness empowerment private Facebook group that you can join. And just remember that now more than ever, you need to be your best health advocate, and you need to find out the real truth of how to live a healthier lifestyle. Remember, your health is worth it because you are worth it. Bye now.